Jimmy Dean. Jimmy Dean. Oh. All right, there we go. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. All right, everybody's got 16. So, all right. So Z Powell and Ruben have a trade. So Z Powell took the A's and Ruben has the Yankees. So we got A's, Reds, and Astros. Dodgers, Giants, Cubs for Jimmy. Z Powell also has the Twins, Rockies, Pirates. Ruben has the Blue Jays, Yankees, Royals, O's, Braves, and Red Sox. Chris Thomas, Tigers, Rays, Rangers. Mets, Padres, and Brewers. Michael Williams, Nats, Guardians, Angels, Cardinals, Phillies, and Marlins. Jimmy Dean also has the White Sox, D-backs, and the Mariners. There we have it. Get you a screenshot if you need it. It's 454. This is Prizm number 3. There we have it. Well, let's get it. Let's get it. Home. One complete. We have hit a Kurtz auto to 49 already as well. As a Charlie Condon Prismatrix 1 of 1 gold vinyl auto. Aaron Judge color blast. It's been pretty amazing. Got a Pulsar of Matt Shaw to the Cubbies to 499. 169 of 499 for Matt Shaw. Going to the Cubbies. Rookie of J.C. Escara. Silver for the Yankees. Waldschmidt, Fireworks. For the D-backs. Z Powell, TK. Ben, what's up, guys? Boom, boom. Blue J.C. Escara for 199. Close the mini, check your messages. Okay. That'll work. All I needed to hear was that you closed the mini. I will check the messages, though. Joe Stool to the Guardians. Red Wave. Dingers of Miggy for 199. 98 of 199. Dingers of Miggy. Griffey, Miles, and Sasaki. Waldschmidt. Zebby Matthews, rookie. Dalton Rushing to the Dodgers to 99. Since I'm currently whooping that television. Yeah, well, whatever, dude. I did see Shakir got in the end zone. That was a lot, literally like 10 minutes before the game started. I was like, you know what? I'm going Shakir this week. So, might be my first receiver touchdown that I've scored all year, maybe. My receivers have just been, God, just absolute dog doo doo. I don't know how I'm 2 0. It's not been pretty. Zach Veen, rookie. Yeah, both your running backs had really good games, so. And I got that Omarion scrub. It's either that scrub or the Tyrone Tracy scrub. Both of them are scrubs, so. So it's going to be a rough, long year. I need an injury to happen and me claim somebody good on waivers. That's what I need. Marcelo Mayer to 499, which will happen. Injuries will happen. 322 out of 499. Bud was so happy I dropped Trevor Lawrence, it wasn't even funny. He was itching to pick him up. Dalton Rushing to the Dodgers. Red Wave, not numbered, but it is a rookie. York. Put this rushing with that rushing. All sorts of Russian. Ain't from Russia. They put Ollie. Yep. The Vulture. He scored the first tutty of the game. That's how I felt about Justice Hill the last like 3 years in the NFL. That's why I just stopped taking Ravens running backs, because that stinking Vulture, every time I would play a Raven running back, Justice Hill would vulture the tutty every time. Augustine, Chandler Simpson rookie. Red, Kevin McGonigal. I like this dude. He had wrist surgery at the start of this year. 187 to 299 for McGonigal, but he's going to be good. Keishel, silver. Luke Keishel, rookie to the Twinkies. Yeah, you got to love those vulture running backs. Leo. Leo on the dingers. And Jace Young. Delauder. Edwin Encarnacion, purple to 149. Yes, Miami needs a lot. They need a healthy defense for one, because that defense is god awful. And they could use a quarterback, because Tua is not it. He is not it. Lazaro Montez, they talk about his accuracy all the time, but man, he overthrew Tyreek 2 different times tonight, and I mean, Tyreek's not the hardest guy to overthrow. I mean, he is 4'2", but still, I mean, it's just weird because all the commentators always talk about how he's got pinpoint accuracy. Tua is known for pinpoint accuracy. I just don't see it. Yeah, I think they did too. I definitely think they did. Charlie, I definitely think they played long enough to keep him another week. There's a Kurtz. Thanks, rookie. I think they did too. Nothing to do. Yeah, that's that's true. I mean, it's tough to put your defense in a hole the way they have, week after week after week, 3 weeks in a row. And now today wasn't that bad. Today they played from ahead to start. So, and it was nice because they actually showed that they could stop. I mean, they stopped the Bills 3 straight drives. I mean, Yogi Berra to the Yankees to 499, 341 out of 499. So they showed that they can stop them even with the patched together defense they had tonight. So that's the other issue. I love McDaniel, but now he's too much of a friend and not a coach. Yeah. That's the thing. It's hard. It's hard, man. It is so hard to be a player's coach because this is what happens when you are. Yeah. See, I don't know, Z Pal. He got his kicking leg and his plant leg. I think that's the right call. I'm pretty sure by definition that would be the right call. You can't hit both of his legs. I mean, he didn't flop. He actually was under his leg. I just don't know why you're putting yourself in that situation to begin with. Like, just doesn't make sense. Blame it on the refs if you want, but you just shouldn't put yourself in that situation. No, I know. All you guys in here are Finn fans. Well, you, Z Powell, TK is not. TK is a Giants fan with me, but it's not that I don't like. I like the Dolphins. I don't not like the Dolphins. I just think that's dumb to put yourself in that situation to where you're going to even get a roughing the kicker penalty. Well, you just don't put yourself in the situation. Just like when they stopped him on first down, first and goal from the 4, the dude gets in his face and slams Josh Allen down at 5 seconds after the whistle blows. Like, you're just an idiot. It's just stupid. There's no discipline. And he should have got another taunting call because they're supposed to be cracking down on that. But that idiot got in that face. He made two straight stops. That Jack Jones or whatever his name is made 2 straight stops, and then on the second one, he was all in the dude's face. So malicious intent, it was not unintentional contact. There's no way you can tell me that was unintentional contact. You don't hit the kicking leg and the roughing leg and it be unintentional. There's just no way. I know you're a Dolphins fan, but I mean, there's no way. That's like people saying that the Colts game last week that wasn't leverage on the Colts guy or on the whoever the hell they played last week, whoever the Colts played. It's 100%. By definition, it is absolutely a penalty. Like, it's not even close. Marcelo and Mac Horvath. If you take the team goggles off and just look at the play, it's definitely a penalty. And it's definitely a roughing penalty, not a running penalty. Medrith, Kobe Mayo, Will Wagner. How about that? 3 rookies. Wow. 4 rookies. Sagisi, Joe Swar, Gonzalez to 149. Again, these are just my opinions. You can have your own opinions. I'm not listening to your opinions because I think it was pretty dang obvious. I think Helen Keller would have called both of those plays right. It was that obvious to me. Bryce Rayner to the Tigers. Probably going to send me some rule book, section 4, page 3,912 of the NFL rule book now that shows that you can't block somebody in and it be a penalty or something weird like that. And then my defense will still be the exact same. Don't put yourself in that situation. You're going to get the ball back with 4 minutes to go or 6 minutes to go. Don't put yourself in that situation. So I'll save you some time, Z Pal. You don't need to read through the rule book and find it for me because it ain't going to change my opinion of the way the play should have went in the first place. Medrith, I think we've hit every rookie. This is the only, like, normally all these boxes have like 4 or 5 rookies at the most. This one's had like 10 or 12. Save them all for this box, I guess. Yachty, Dick Allen, Johnny Smoltz, Pulsar to 499. Ooh, that's cool. We got gold. We got gold. 368 out of 499. Yeah, anytime Z-Pow goes silent for that long, that's exactly what he's doing. He's going to research some stupid stuff that he can send me to prove he's right. I've been friends with him too long. I know how it goes. Out of 5, the black and gold, 1 out of... There we go. See? I knew it was coming. 1 out of 5, Ty Cobb to the Tigers, the black and gold. That's the first one of these I've hit. Nope, I don't want to. I have zero interest in reading a rule book when I can tell with my own 2 eyes and my own discipline that don't put yourself in that situation. I don't care what a rule book says. Again, That's the ground I'm standing on. Don't put yourself in a situation where you're making a ref make a call. Ty Cobb, do the Tigers. We got the Tigers. Chris Thomas. Chris Thomas with the Tigers. Red, Andy Pettit. Sounds dumb. Yeah. I wish we were talking about this and the A's won. Or the A's. Sorry. The Dolphins won. Then you would probably be singing a little different tune. By probably, I mean you would be singing a different tune. Tibbs and Jack Leiter. Because I don't care about the Bills either. So all I care about is Shakir scored a tutty, and I started him this week in my fantasy. That's all I care about. I dug deep and started Khalil Shakir. Matt Shaw rookie. There we go. Zach Veen. Scope to 75. And the Rockies. I like that. 50 out of 75. Any Donruss football, I wish. Neither one of my distributors would give me any. Not even a box. Not one box. I begged them. Literally begged them for one box. Just a box. Nope. Nope. Those go to all the big time breakers that spend $1 million a month, I guess. They just short release everything so that way they can turn around and do the re-release, the second drop, and charge everybody market price at that point. Yep. It's literally, I'm not kidding you, like it's an absolute joke. Fanatics is a joke. Panini is a joke. Like it's all a joke trying to get any product. They're all trying to make as much as they can. So they're not giving any allocation, hardly any allocation to anybody. And they're making everybody buy it at market price on the second release. It's just stupid. It is stupid. They had nothing but insane hits. Yeah. Yep, I'm sure. I mean, I've had 10 people today ask me if I was getting it. I wish I was. I wish I was, but if I get it, I'm paying the same price as everybody else is paying, and then I don't see where that makes any sense. So it's my full-time job, and I can't buy something and then charge you guys $100 more than what you can buy it for just so I can. Crazy. Yeah, for sure. Yep, that's exactly the way it'll be. It's the way it is every other time. I see no reason why this one will be any different. You know, and Donruss doesn't have too many more products coming out either. Or Panini, I mean, as far as football goes. So, I don't know, brother. Again, and now something I said, not a clear roughing the kicker penalty and might have gone Buffalo's way. I don't care if you're an analyst. Again, let me tell you for the third time, Z-Pal, don't put yourself in a situation to get a roughing the kicker penalty with 6 minutes to go in the game. Simple. Don't get a roughing the passer penalty on the 4-yard line after you stopped them for a 2-yard loss on first and goal. Period. There you go. How about that? How about that? I don't know if I can make it any more clear than that. All right, guys. I hope you guys